My name is Mohammad Taral Hedan and I read in Rehan School. I want to ask me some question.
You've got it. I'm switching into interviewer mode.
What
Since you're spending
is
your time at Rayhan's,
what is the meaning of the word okay?
oh, that's a great one. When you use pay as a verb, it usually means to mimic or imitate someone, often in a way that's a bit clumsy or obvious. Like if someone starts talking exactly like their favorite teacher just to be funny, they're aping them. Do you have a favorite word that you think sounds funny when people say it?
Where did the word okay originate?
Let me dig into that. It's kind of fascinating how words we use every day often trace back to Latin. Imitate comes from imitari, which basically meant to copy or portray. Then you have occur, which comes from occurrere, literally meaning to run into something or for something to present itself.
In
You ever
which
find yourself wondering where you're really leaning into that one? Is there something specific about how it sounds or how it's used that caught your ear?
in which country was okay first used?
Let me look into that for you. It's always a bit of a puzzle trying to pin down the exact birth city of a word, but imitate has deep roots in Latin. It didn't really show up in English until the mid 1500s. One of the first people to use it was Thomas More. Since we're on a roll with these, do you want to dive into another word or should I try?
In which country was okay first used?
I'm not entirely sure I follow. Which word are we talking about when you say are?
In which year did okay become popular?
Right back to okay. It really started gaining traction in the late 1830s, especially around 1839. It actually got a huge boost during the 1840 presidential election when Martin Van Buren's nickname was Old Kinderhook, and his supporters used OK as a sort of campaign slogan. It's
What
funny how
what
I was
does
just saying it's kind of
what does okay originally stand for?
it's actually a bit of a linguistic joke. The most accepted theory is that it stands for well correct. Back in the 1830s in Boston, it was a trend to intentionally misspell phrases for fun. So all correct became well correct, which got shortened to okay. Pretty wild that a typo became a global phenomenon, right?
Why is okay considered one of the world's most popular words?
It really is. It's one of those rare words that almost every single person on earth understands, regardless of what language they speak. It's basically the universal signal for everything's good. Do you think there's any other word that's as globally recognized as that one?
How did the media help spread the use of okay?
Let me check on that. It's interesting to think about how a local Boston joke actually took off because newspapers at the time loved using funny abbreviations and intentional misspellings. The Boston Morning Post is where it first popped up, and once it hit the press, it just spread like wildfire. Do you think people today still do things like that with slang, or is it different now that we have the internet?
In what situations
I was
do
just
people
I was just
commonly use the word okay?
Well, I see what you mean. It's such a versatile word. You can use it to agree to a plan, confirm you're feeling fine, or even use it as a way to end a conversation when things get a bit awkward. I imagine you probably hear it 100 times a day in a classroom. Which one of those do you think is the most common way people use it?
Thank you.
You're very